Benjamin Netanyahu is out with a new political ad. He's, of course, running for re-election. And he took this ad directly from the American neoconservative playbook. Let's watch.
مكانتي من ورا فني مشوه شاري عن شعبي لشعبي ما له أي معنى خروجي من الأرض مسألة وقت فقط وعمل للأحسن نشتغل
احمى جيم ليغوش اللي محشلين
خوس مولا
شكرا يا واد.
أنا بدي أندفن بنفس المقبرة اندفن فيها جدي ومن طفولتي بحلم لما أكبر أصير جندي مع الوقت اكتشف.
So the gist of the ad is vote for Benjamin Netanyahu and the Likud party or ISIS wins. Okay, understand that that is exactly what the Bush strategy was in 2004. In 2004, you had Dick Cheney and George Bush against John Kerry, and what did they do? They said, oh, if you vote for the Democrats, what are you really doing? You're voting for Al-Qaeda. A vote for the Democrats is a vote for Al-Qaeda because the Democrats are weak on national security. And what else did they do? They took John Kerry, who was a war hero, a decorated war hero, and they made that into he was a war criminal. So the guy who was a war hero, all of a sudden they were like, oh, well, he did some fucked up shit over there, and we don't, is he really a war hero? We don't know. Maybe it's the opposite. We're just asking questions. And meanwhile, George W. Bush, who was doing coke and was AWOL, now all of a sudden this guy's painted as like he's a war hero. It's the exact neocon playbook from 2004. Netanyahu saying, if you vote for those weak liberals, you're obviously voting to strengthen ISIS. Now, what's the tragic irony of this entire conversation? The tragic irony is nobody has ever made Israel less safe than Benjamin Netanyahu. See, this is what people need to understand. Whenever you vote for conservative parties, what are you, in essence, doing? You're voting for more warlike people, war-hawkish people. You're voting for people who are much quicker to use violence than other people. And what happens as a result of that? Well, look at what happened recently in Gaza. Understand, man, it's not just me speaking here. We covered the story on the show yesterday. There was a UN investigation. There was an AP investigation. I mean Monday, by the way, not yesterday. We didn't have a show yesterday. And what did they find? Only 11% of the people who were killed in Gaza were the targets that they wanted to kill. Only 11% were militants. 11%. And they said minimum 66% civilians that were killed. So what happens when you do that? Any group of people, if you do that to any group of people, what's going to happen? They're going to get radicalized. They're going to say, well, fuck this. Let's join the militants who are fighting back against this madness. And then, so what happens as a result of it? You have an increase in popularity for bad people like the people in Hamas. When you kill innocent civilians in Gaza, it's true across the board. We've covered the polls on this show. Hamas becomes much more popular. If you don't kill civilians in Gaza, you know what happens? Hamas becomes less popular and less relevant. And you get people in Fatah who are more likely to work towards peace. So, again, the tragic irony of it all is, just like with George W. Bush and the conservatives here, right? Likud and Netanyahu and the conservatives there scream about how they make America and Israel more safe, but in reality, they make us a bigger target, and they increase recruitment for the bad guys on the other side. So he has it exactly backwards. You should vote for liberals and liberal parties because then they'll be more willing to do diplomatic negotiations and more willing to find lasting peace through diplomacy and not killing random people.